The choice in the morning light. Outside the window, the world was a blur of swirling white and whistling wind. It was Tuesday, a crisp 21 degrees, and the snow was piling up against the glass. Inside, the house was warm and smelled of toasted bread. Fatima blinked her eyes open, feeling the soft weight of her gray tabby cat, Figaro, curled at the foot of her bed. The day was beginning, slow and steady. Gulson entered the room with a bright smile that could outshine any winter storm. "Good morning, my sunshine," she whispered, leaning down to give Fatima a kiss on the forehead. Together, they began the familiar morning rhythm. With practiced, gentle movements, Gulson helped Fatima transition from the comfort of her bed into her sturdy, reliable wheelchair. Medicine time required a special kind of patience, a quiet dance of trust between mother and daughter. Gulson held the small cup of liquid medicine, waiting for Fatima's cue. There was no rush here, only the steady beat of a mother's heart and the careful, rhythmic swallows of a daughter who knew she was safe. Every drop was a promise of care. Then came Levent, carrying a chilled bottle of Ensure milk. "Breakfast for the champion," he announced. He held the bottle steady, humming a low, tuneful melody that Fatima always loved. As she drank, Levent told her about the birds he saw at the feeder, braving the cold. They shared a moment of silent understanding, the kind that doesn't need words to be profound. With breakfast finished, it was time for the most important decision of the morning, the outfit for the day program. Gulson opened the dresser drawers, the wood creaking softly. "We need something very warm today, Fatima," she said, looking through the stacks of soft wool and fleece. "What shall it be?" Gulson held up a bright red sweater featuring a playful knitted cat. "How about this one? You can match Figaro." Fatima looked at the red sweater, then slowly but firmly turned her head away. A small, knowing smirk played on her lips. Not the cat sweater today. Her silence spoke volumes. She was looking for something else. Gulson tried again, pulling out a forest green sweater adorned with a jolly snowman. "This one is perfect for a snowy Tuesday, don't you think?" Figaro jumped up onto a nearby chair, batting at the dangling sleeves. Fatima watched the snowman go by, her expression remaining unmoved. She gave a little huff, a clear no that made Gulson laugh. Levent reached into the back of the closet and pulled out a special find. It was a cream-colored fleece, soft as a cloud, featuring Mickey Mouse wearing a tiny blue hat and skiing down a mountain. "I found the winner," Levent said, shaking the fleece out. As soon as Fatima saw the familiar ears and the bright colors, her entire face transformed. A radiant smile spread across Fatima's face, and she let out a happy, melodic sound. She reached out to touch the soft fleece, her fingers brushing against Mickey's skiing goggles. This was her choice. In this small moment of autonomy, Fatima was the architect of her day, and her parents celebrated the yes with a cheer that filled the room. As the transport van pulled into the snowy driveway, Gulson and Levent stood by the window, waving until the taillights disappeared into the white. Fatima was headed to her program, warm in her Mickey fleece and empowered by her morning. It was a snowy Tuesday, but in their hearts it was a day of victory, love, and the beautiful language of choice.